Let's be honest for a second. If you're watching anime today, whether it's Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, or you're pretending to totally understand Neon Genesis, there's still a 90% chance that you got here because of one specific show, Dragon Ball Z. DBZ isn't just an anime, it's the gateway drug of anime. The first taste. The one that got you hooked. And because of that, today, we're breaking down why Goku and the Z Warriors turned my generation of kids into lifelong anime addicts. First off, Dragon Ball Z had something other shows didn't, the playground effect. You remember this. Back in the day, everybody was talking about it. You'd go to school and hear, "Did you see Goku fight Frieza last night?" No spoilers, man. I'm still waiting for him to turn Super Saiyan, while being stuck on that same episode of Goku elbowing Raccoon in the stomach and having it repeat over and over and over again from the Raditz fight. Those were the days, man. And then there was always that one kid who claimed he saw episodes from Japan where Goku's hair turned blue. He was lying, but we believed him. Unless he saw the future, because we all know how that goes. DBZ wasn't just on TV. It was a social event. For a lot of us, it was the first time an animated show made us feel like we were a part of something bigger. It wasn't just cartoons anymore, it was anime. And you had to keep up with every episode or you'd get left out of the conversation. And let's be honest, half the fun wasn't even watching the episodes. It was arguing about them. Everyone had their favorite character. The Goku kids, the Vegeta kids, and me, the Trunks kids. And I mean future Trunks is such a badass. But those debates kept us coming back. It made DBZ bigger than just the show. It was community theater for children. And the best part, even if you missed an episode, the fights took so long that you could skip a whole week and still jump back in without being lost. That was revolutionary as a kid. And the second reason DBZ is a gateway drug is because it was everywhere. Toonami, Cartoon Network, late night reruns. You could not escape it. You turn on the TV after school and boom, there's Vegeta screaming about surpassing Kakarot. DBZ wasn't tucked away in obscure VHS tapes or niche fan clubs. And big shout out to those Toonami bumpers. Those little spaceship segments, they made anime feel like it was a secret club. Except it wasn't really a secret because literally everybody was watching. But still, you felt like you were discovering something special. Even though the kid down the street, your cousin, and the random guy at Blockbuster was renting the same DBZ VHS for the 10th time. It was like all of us were in on this hidden culture that was hiding in plain sight. It was blasted into living rooms across the entire world. This made anime normal. Parents didn't know what to make of it. I mean, half of them thought it was just another Saturday morning cartoon. But to us, it was an entire new world. And that very accessibility is what made kids who would never watch foreign cartoons suddenly obsessed with Japanese storytelling. Alright, let's be real. Another reason DBZ hooked all of us is because of that ultimate power fantasy. Who didn't want to go Super Saiyan as a kid? I mean, seriously. You'd be in the shower screaming, hoping your hair would spike up and turn gold. Admit it, we all tried at least once. Dragon Ball Z gave kids something cartoons like Scooby-Doo or Rugrats never could. The idea that you could push past your limits and become something greater. Every fight was about growth, determination, and transformation. That stuff sticks with you. And once you've had that high, the feeling of watching Goku unlock Super Saiyan for the very first time, regular cartoons just don't cut it anymore. That's how they got us. That's the first hit. And here's the real hook. DBZ didn't just give us power fantasies, it gave us rituals. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. The screaming, training montages, the I'll push past my limit speeches. Those became our rituals. You're telling me you never tried to perform a Kamehameha after watching Goku versus Frieza? Or tried the fusion dance like Goten and Trunks? Even if nobody on Earth got it quite right, we all tried it once. And let's not forget, the villains were just as iconic. Frieza wasn't just a bad guy, he was pure evil with lipstick. Cell had the creepiest smug energy of any villain I've ever seen. In Majin Buu, he looked just like bubblegum, but could destroy entire planets. And he also taught us that villains didn't have to be scary looking to be terrifying. They just had to laugh like a 4-year-old in the middle of trying to brutally kill you. And here's another reason for you. DBZ broke cultural barriers. Anime wasn't mainstream in the West yet, but DBZ made it cool to like something from Japan. Suddenly, Japanese names, fighting styles, and storytelling tropes were a part of everyday conversation. And it wasn't just the show. The merchandise, the video games, the trading cards, DBZ was everywhere. You couldn't walk into any mall without seeing Goku on a t-shirt or a poster at Hot Topic. It turned anime into not just a form of entertainment, but a cultural identity. It made anime accessible to people who didn't even realize that they were watching anime. They just knew that they liked it. And then, next thing you know, they're checking out Naruto, One Piece, or Bleach, and the cycle continues. Now let's talk about the structure. DBZ had this dangerous formula. Long build-ups, endless power-ups, cliffhangers that left you screaming at your TV.
Find out all this and more on the next action-packed episode of Dragon.
That formula conditioned us. We got used to waiting episodes to see just one fight finish. And guess what? That patience training prepared us for other anime, even though there's not a lot of anime that have entire episodes of screaming, but damn, I fucking love it. You sat through the destruction of Namek, taking 5 minutes across 20 episodes? Congratulations, you can now survive all of those crazy filler arcs in Naruto. You handled Cell Game standoffs that lasted forever? Perfect, you're ready for Hunter x Hunter. DBZ taught us, as kids, how anime works. It was Anime 101, and whether you realize it or not, you graduated with honors. And let's not forget, DBZ was hilarious. The over-the-top yelling, Vegeta's constant anger issues, Piccolo basically adopting Gohan like some green stepdad. DBZ had comedy in between the explosions, which made it approachable. It wasn't so foreign that you couldn't understand it, but it was just foreign enough that it felt unique. And that balance made it addictive. You got the laughs, the drama, the fights, and before you knew it, you were staying up past midnight to catch the next episode. And honestly, DBZ was also the first show to make anime memes before memes were even a thing. Think about it. Over 20 years later, people still say it's over 9,000, and half of them don't even know where it came from. That's how powerful DBZ is. It branded itself into pop culture forever. Goku being afraid of a needle is funnier than half of the sitcoms that aired at the time. And Vegeta constantly roasting people could have gotten him his own late night talk show. What really makes DragonBallZ the perfect gateway anime isn't just the action or the screaming power-ups that we get. It may sound corny, but it's the memories that we created around the show itself. It really was the show that got us all talking. Whether you were arguing about who the strongest character was at the time, or you were drawing Super Saiyan 6 Goku on the margins of your middle school notebook. But more than that, DBZ planted a seed. It made us, as viewers, curious. Curious about stories bigger than what we were used to, about worlds beyond our own, about heroes who trained, failed, and kept pushing until they broke limits. That curiosity is what pushed so many of us deeper into the realms of anime, searching for that same spark and that same feeling. And even now, decades down the line, DBZ still holds that power, because no matter how many new animes that you've watched since then, there's always that little piece of you that still remembers where it all began. The gateway, the spark, and of course the reason that you're still here watching videos like this very one. And that's why DragonBallZ isn't just another anime, it's the starting line. The first step on a journey that so many of us are still on to this very day. But also guys, I want to hear from you in different generations. Was DBZ your first anime like it was for me? Or was it something else? Was it Pokemon, Digimon, or are you perhaps of a younger generation, that generation in between when DBZ ended and Kai started? So maybe yours was like Naruto or even One Piece, something along those lines. You guys let me know, and as always, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to show your support by smashing that thumbs up, like button. It really does help immeasurably to get my content out. And I've just been on this spark lately, man. I am trying so hard, harder than ever, to just grow this channel and accomplish my dreams. So I want to say massive thank you to everybody who supported me so far. It really is, like, I know I'm still a small YouTuber, but just the fact that I've gotten here is really, really amazing. I've wanted to do this since I was 12, so it's it really is really cool. Thank you guys. And that being said, subscribe if you haven't, comment below, get that engagement going. Yeah. Catch you guys later. Peace.